Yeah. So, I'm gonna tell you about the time I found out I was pregnant and all of the fun details. So, I'm new to this YouTube thing, but someone told me I should make a page or whatever. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about this and post about some other things. I gotta think of some other topics, but this one I really want to talk about because I just felt like talking about it. So, when I was 15 years old, I met this boy named Avery. I lived in Texas at the time, or whatever. So, we date or whatever. And I remember one day being over his house, and as we were, he asked me if I would have his child. Like, I don't know because I'm only 15, He was just like, yes or no, and I'm just like, no. And he was like, what? And I was like, no. And boom. Anyway, so then I turned 16, think nothing of it, still go by. August, right a week before school started. I'm just like, something. We had came to visit Ohio. My aunt noticed something was off, and I didn't know. My aunt and my sister both knew that something was different. Because I kept asking baby questions about my sister's pregnant friend. But I was just curious, I was just, like, damn, like, oh my God, like, because I knew Avery had asked me that, I'm like, damn, that could be me type shit. Like, I don't want to be that pregnant teen. And sure enough, the night, 2 nights before school started, my best friend Lyric came over, and I'm like, yo, we gotta get pregnancy tests and all this stuff. So I'm like, Mom, we gotta go to Walmart, we gotta make some shirts for the game, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, okay. Because I used to always make shirts, like, before I went to his game or whatever. And we went to go get pregnancy tests, and we had bought the big 30 pack, I think it was, of First Response, the pink. And sure enough, all 30 of them came up positive. A month, almost 2 months after my 16th birthday. Almost 2 months. Yes, almost 2 months after my 16th birthday. I was so terrified. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. I kept feeling sick. I'm like, oh my God, I kept ditching school. It was so easy to ditch school because my mom worked at a daycare. So it was like she worked 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I was just so afraid to say anything to her about it. But I had to say something to her right before school started because I'm like, I'm little, I might start showing, something might happen. I had to break the news to him first. I told him. He was so excited. Seems like I was okay on that side. Now I gotta still tell my mom. I walked into my mom's room. I had like this little pouch that I kept my tampons in. Yes, I was having them. And I had like 4 tests. I just grabbed some off like they were inside of my drawer, but whatever. I grabbed like 4 of them, put them in there. I'm like, Mom, I gotta tell you something. She was like, what? Yeah. She was like, you're pregnant? I was like, yeah. She was like, oh my God. That's not funny, but she was pissed. She was pissed. Okay, she was pissed. And because like she was on the phone and she just like jumped up, did like a matrix off the, it was the most funniest thing ever. Oh my goodness. And she was like, what the fuck? You need to get an abortion and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, see, at the time I was just so young and like, I didn't know what basically a good dude is, or like what a good father he would have been, or whatever. I'm just like, oh my God, you know, like, my boyfriend asked me to have his baby and now we're about to have a baby. You know, like that, like dumb in the head, like that type of situation. And she's in the, it was just a big old mess. Oh my goodness. But my baby now, his name is Jaden Nehemiah, and he is 6 years old. He will be turning 7 on March 19th. Unfortunately, he is not home right now because it's Monday and it's 2:14 p.m. and he doesn't get out of school until 3:40. So, and I just randomly decided to make this video, but he will be in more other videos so that you can see my precious boy, and I can tell you the stories about all of my other children as well. Just stay tuned. Hopefully I can get some subscribers.